Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Sabah al-khair and welcome to CPSA's Daily Morning Assembly.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. أصبحنا وأصبح الملك لله والحمد لله لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. رب أسألك خير ما في هذا اليوم وخير ما بعده وأعوذ بك من شر هذا اليوم وشر ما بعده. رب أعوذ بك من الكسل وسوء الكبر. رب أعوذ بك من عذاب في النار وعذاب في القبر.
We have reached the morning, and at this very time unto Allah belongs all authority, and all praise is for Allah. None has the right to be worshipped except Allah alone, without partner. To Him belongs all control and praise, and He is over all things powerful. My Lord, I ask you for the good of this day and the good of what follows it. I take refuge in you from the evil of this day and the evil of what follows it. My Lord, I take refuge in you from laziness and salinity. My Lord, I take refuge in you from the torment in the fire and punishment in the grave.
اللهم عافني في بدني اللهم عافني في سمعي اللهم عافني في بصري لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الكفر والفقر وأعوذ بك من عذاب القبر لا إله إلا أنت.
O Allah, grant my body health. O Allah, grant my sight health. O Allah, grant my hearing health. None has the right to be worshipped except you. O Allah, I take refuge with you from disbelief and poverty, and I take refuge with you from the punishment of the grave. None has the right to be worshipped except you.
بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
In the name of Allah, with whose name nothing is harmed on earth nor in the heavens, and He is the all-seeing, the all-knowing.
رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا.
I am pleased with Allah as a Lord, and Islam as a religion, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a prophet.
اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا.
O Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge, goodly provision, and acceptable deeds. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه وبعد. جزاكم الله خيرا, Salih and Tasfir for the recitation and the translation. I want to relate a hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. عن أبي بكرة رضي الله عنه قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول لا يقضين حكم بين اثنين وهو غضبان. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that a judge should not judge between people while he is angry. Right? And alhamdulillah, none of us are judges, but sometimes when we hear things, right? Someone may say something, someone may do something, and because of our anger, we'll be biased in how we perceive and react to that information. So the Prophet ﷺ is telling us not to do that, right? So it's very important for us to be careful when we hear something, be conscious of our own emotional state. In other hadith, the Prophet ﷺ tells us that a judge should not judge when he's hungry, when they're sleepy, because that can influence their judgment. So similarly, when we hear something, think about it, process it before making a decision and before saying anything about it to anybody else. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all wisdom. I'll turn it over to Ms. Sama, who will introduce today's student, inshallah.
Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh Ridwan, for that. So for Black History Month today, Abdul Hadi Kamran of 10th grade will be speaking.
Assalamu alaikum. Today, I'll be talking about Louis Armstrong for Black History Month. Throughout history, African Americans have been at the forefront of many advancements in a variety of fields. One of the most recognizable and famous of these is Louis Armstrong, who made himself an icon in the world of music. Born in New Orleans on August 4th, 1901, he was raised by his mother in a neighborhood so dangerous it was referred to as the battlefield. He always had a passion for music, watching street performances and learning about famous musicians at a young age, but was always discriminated against due to the color of his skin. He would have to pay extra for admission to venues, was typically kicked out of them regardless, and was laughed at whenever he talked about his ambitions in music. Yet he never let any of that deter him. Dropping out of school in the 6th grade to get a job, he saved up money to buy his first instrument, a cornet. He was arrested in 1912, and spent the next few years in a colored boys' correctional house, being taught how to play the cornet. Once released, he studied under the best cornet player in the city, and eventually made it big. Within a year, he was the city's most desired cornetist. He joined King Oliver's band in Chicago, and the pair became famous for their cornet duos. He ended up marrying the pianist in that group, and they had 3 children together. He died in 1971. Happy and surrounded by people he loved, a far cry from his origins in the battlefield. Armstrong won several awards in his career, including a Grammy for the Best Solo Male Voice in 1965, a Grammy Lifetime Music Award in 1972, and he was inducted into the Music Hall of Fame in 2010. He even has an award named after him, given to the best aspiring jazz musicians. Even after his death, his music is still heralded as some of the best jazz music in the world. Armstrong had a very major impact on African Americans in music. He defined the jazz genre with his cornet skills, and after he joined King Oliver's band in Chicago, the amount of African Americans in music grew by around 20%. Louis Armstrong is a prime example of someone who rose from the lowest of lows and managed to find success in a way that inspired millions, and created a legacy that remained important even decades later after his death. Thank you.
Khairan, Abdul Kamran, for that. So again, just 2 reminders that we already posted in the chats here. 8th graders, if you still want to join speech, today is the last day for that. No fees. There's just a few spots left. So email Brother Asim Ghaffar, asim.ghaffar@cpsaonline.org. And a reminder that this Friday, no school, but we are having Club Picture Day. So if you're in any clubs, teams, competitions, I'm sure your advisors emailed you already. This Friday is Club Picture Day, and schedules were emailed in that regard for what time you should arrive. And inshallah, we'll send another reminder for that as well. Jazakumullahu khairan, everyone, for joining us, and have a very blessed day.